I have been playing Tripwire's Maneater recently, and I've been looking forward for this game for a very long time. I was ready to play a game about being a shark and eating people, but instead it left me with an experience I don't think I'm going to forget anytime soon. But most importantly, it also left me with a message that I definitely think I'm going to take to heart and going to use going forward when making content. I knew from the very second that Maneater begun I was going to spend a lot of time with this bull shark and we was going to grab everything we could. But for the life of me I couldn't work out why a game about a shark made me feel so addicted to it. And then it hit me. At the time of making this video, I'm working from home, so that means I really have a lot of time to myself when I'm just sitting there doing work and have a lot of time to spare. And this almost reflects to my childhood, and when I was younger I was obsessed with a game called Jaws Unleashed, which many people may know, and any person who was interested in Maneater most possibly knew of this game growing up. And very much like the situation we are in right now, I found myself with a lot of spare time just working from home, not enough to worry about besides going high school. Maneater for me came at a perfect time. It took me back to a simpler time. It reminded me what it's like to play a game just for me. So when the credits finally rolled after about 16 hours of playtime, I was left with a big fat smile on my face, and I knew that Tripwire had made something special. Because I get videos out weekly, I find it quite rare that I get to sit down and play a game just for me, and if I do play a game it's quite rare that I get a chance to really beat it. And also if I'm playing something for the channel, then it's probably very likely I'm still thinking about the video game I was playing prior to that week, and I'm probably thinking about what game I should be playing next. But Maneater gave me a chance to escape all of that and just play it without having to think about where to edit or what I'm going to cut into the video. Maneater 100% knows what it is. It isn't a full price AAA title, but instead a focused game which you could complete within about 15 hours. There was never a moment that I felt that this game didn't understand its audience and what it wants to be. From the whole ridiculous plot, which is a revenge story with a shark, to the ending, which I won't spoil, but all I can say is it kept very in tone, and there's no way you could probably end a game like this other than that. There's a great sense of self-awareness that is throughout this game, and because of that it's a lot easier to adjust yourself to a universe where sharks can tail whip dudes in midair. The world and side objectives are almost like a checklist style. You have collectibles and missions which you're able to complete in any order and any time that you want to, of course given that you proceed to the next area. The game reminded me a lot of Spider-Man PlayStation 4 in so many ways, that the game was 100% focused and knew exactly what it wanted to be. Most people who've probably played Spider-Man PlayStation 4 possibly have that platinum trophy because it actually doesn't get in the way of the motion and it doesn't stop the gameplay from moving forward. You're able to pick up collectible while in mid-swing and you don't have to stop for a second. And Maneater has this similar style where you're able to grab collectibles and munch on the go without having to stop in motion, except for when you get location collectibles, which then you're treated to a short joke and even a cutscene which may make a fun reference to something that you might understand, which in itself is rewarding because you quite never know what you're going to get and you quite never know when you're actually going to have a reference that you understand yourself. As I get older and as I'm finding myself focusing on playing video games to make videos, I'm finding it harder to get into games like Red Dead Redemption or Witcher or even a Skyrim style open world because they're just too big to intake. Yes, I could play them, but that's the game I'm going to be playing throughout the year and it's going to take me a good while to really get into it. But when I get these small linear games which enable me to take it down into literal bite sizes, it's a ton of fun and it really is a memory or even a story that could stick with me because I'm able just to take it in my own time and put a big smile on my face and enjoy it. Tripwire has created a sense of identity that I find very inspiring, going for a parody style mockumentary in a genre that actually isn't explored enough within gaming. Maneater has it down to a T and has it partnered with Parnell's perfect narration, which never breaks the illusion that this game isn't anything else but a dumb fun mockumentary. We're often seeing in this gaming landscape clones of RPG genres like Skyrim or Dark Souls or even the next Witcher, but it's nice to just see a fresh idea with a shark which takes inspirations from these games but totally makes it its own. I see people complaining about the combat system and how the camera itself doesn't really work properly. In my opinion, I feel like the camera worked fine within Maneater because if it was able to lock onto the enemies, you wouldn't actually have full control of the combat and a 360 view. If you locked onto one enemy, you wouldn't be able to keep an eye on all the boats around you or even enemies that lurk within the depths. So instead of going full Dark Souls with having it a lock 360 camera angle, instead they have it so you're focused in one direction but you're able to break that lock instantly so you're able to counter combat enemies that are around you. From the get-go, in the first 20 minutes of this game, it tells you exactly what you need to know. It tells you the controls, it tells you the game that you're in for, and it tells you how to eat people, most importantly. Maneater never goes beyond its boundaries, and it doesn't try something different which is unexpected. From the start to the end, you're a shark, you eat people, and that's your main objective. And the short experience will definitely stay with me. It has me thinking about how I make content for the future, making sure that I stay focused in the details of the videos. If I have something to say about a video, make sure that I focus on that. Don't overstep boundaries, don't continue waffling on, don't keep the script going and make the video longer just so I can get the longer views. It's entirely about me focusing on what I want to talk about and getting my point across. And I feel like Maneater did that perfectly. It knew exactly what it wanted to be, and because of that, I'm not going to forget it at all. Thank you, Tripwire, for making Maneater. It came to me at a perfect time, it felt like the perfect length, and most importantly, it gave me focus in a pretty unfocused time, and it reminded me it's okay to keep things short and sweet, very much like this video. I'm sorry this video was short, it's unplanned, I'm just going to throw it out whenever I edit it all together. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you played Maneater and you enjoyed it for yourself, please let me know what you think down below. I had a ton of fun with it, as you can tell. I'm actually quite passionate about how much I enjoyed the game itself, and I'm going to enjoy making this video because I'm just going to throw it together in one day and hopefully get it out as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course I'll see you at the next checkpoints. Bye bye.